What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another build video. This build video is for my master Gank Vamp. It's hitting over 10,000 weapon damage and over 30k penetration. So let's get straight into it. We'll start with the skills. We are running Merciless Resolve. This will give you stacks of weapon and spell damage. Up to 5 times 60, so it's going to give you around 300 weapon damage. The other morph does not stack, so use this one. It also has the hardest hitting bow spec, so of the magic damage, so it's really strong. But this is really here more just for these stacks of weapon and spell damage. We're running Shrewd Offering, which is your burst heal, and it's going to make your max magicka higher, so you're going to hit harder. We're running Simmering Frenzy, which again is similar to the Merciless Resolve. It's going to give you stacks of weapon and spell damage. It's going to drop your health pretty low, but it's going to give you like around an extra 400 weapon damage. That's really strong. Arterial Burst, which is basically our execute. It's similar to concealed weapon damage wise, but it's going to hit even harder than that as your health goes down. And if you're under 50% health, it's always going to critically strike as well. We've got Shadowy Disguise, which is your cloak, and we're running the Onslaught. It's going to give you tons of penetration, and it's going to hit really hard as well. It's only 162 ultimate as well, so it's nice and cheap. You don't have to stack 500 ultimate or anything. Once you've got the 162 ultimate, you are good to go. So we'll go straight into these sets. The first set we're running is Witch Knight's Defiance. We're running 4 pieces to get 3 lines of weapon and spell damage. We're running a Nirnhoned Battle Axe with a weapon damage enchantment. I'm running Battle Axe because it gives you extra critical damage. The next set we're running is the monster set, the Amphlemir's Construct. It gives you a line of weapon damage, and when you charge a fully charged heavy attack, it's going to throw an axe at the enemy, dealing a ton of physical damage and reducing their armor as well. So it's a really strong monster set. I've got all the body pieces with max magicka enchantment and divines on all body pieces. The head is light and the rest is medium. The next set we're running is a Nightblade's Howl set, which gives you 3 lines of weapon and spell damage, and when you complete a fully charged heavy attack, it's going to apply Major Cowardice to your target, and it's also going to give you Major Courage. So you're going to get nearly about 830 weapon and spell damage from this set, so it's a super strong set. The shoulders of the Amphlemir's Construct, so that's medium. The waist is Nyx's Hound, hands is Nyx's Hound, legs is Nyx's Hound, and the feet is Witch Knight. The necklace is Nyx's Hound infused weapon damage enchantment. Witch Knight's ring infused weapon damage enchantment, and the Oaken Soul ring infused weapon damage enchantment. So this is the character sheet, completely unbuffed. This is just the basic stats, and you can see already the weapon damage is already at 7k, completely unbuffed. We've got 64 points into magicka. I'm running the Ice Cream Food, which is going to give you high max magicka and magicka recovery. We've got the Warrior Mundus on to just boost that weapon damage even more. Vampire Stage 3, I was running Stage 4, but you can go as low as Stage 3 or even 2 if you wish, it's up to you. But I'd recommend Stage 3 and above. So you can see the penetration is very low, but because you're using the Onslaught Ultimate, you're going to get the penetration on the actual stat sheet. It's around 22k pen, plus the extra bonuses you're going to be touching around the 30k mark, depending on your target. So it's very strong. If we pop a potion, you can see the recoveries, magic recoveries at 2k, and the stamina recovery is around 1300. So Because the magical recovery is so high, you can spam a lot of heals and cloak quite a lot to escape. So it's really, really good there. The health is a bit low. It's 20k health. But again, it's a gank, so you're not really meant to be engaging in 1v1 fights. You just want to sort of kill someone and get out of there very quickly. I'm also a Khajiit as well for extra critical damage. If you was a dark elf or a high elf, you could probably be pushing into the 11k region of weapon and spell damage. But obviously I want the crit damage as well, so it's like a balance. So even though there's super high weapon and spell and penetration, the critical damage is still fairly high. You get the 56% plus the base, which doesn't show, so you're at 106% critical damage. So that is really, really strong crit damage there. The champion points, I've got Master at Arms, Deadly Aim, Backstabber and Untamed Aggression. You can change the Untamed Aggression to Fight and Finesse if you wish, or Wrathful Strikes. I just want the Untamed Aggression as it shows the weapon damage extra on the stat sheet. The red CP, Boundless Vitality, Rejuvenation, Bastion, so if someone's got a shield up, you're going to be doing more damage against them, and Celerity for a bit of movement speed. But again, the Boundless Vitality you probably could swap out for, say, more recovery, because again, the health isn't really necessary. And the green CP, I would just recommend just have the liquid efficiency on, just so you're not using as many potions, because potions can be quite expensive. Have your Steed's Blessings so you can move a bit quicker. And also Rationer if you're running expensive food, but I don't think the ice cream food is that expensive, so I don't really run it on this at the moment. So yeah, that's the all the setup explained. So we're just going to explain quickly how you actually run it. So before you do your gank, ideally you want to get your 5 stacks. You can see when you've got your 5 stacks of Merciless Resolve, when it's glowing yellow. Once it's glowing yellow, you know that you're ready to engage. And then once that is active, you activate your Simmering Frenzy. And once that hits 5 on the tooltip, you're basically ready to go. I normally wait until my health is around about 50%, so the arterial burst is going to critically strike as well. So you either crouch or cloak, and then hold down heavy attack into the ultimate, and then just spam arterial burst. You're getting 50k hits. Obviously it will be lower on an actual player. This is a dummy, but as you can see, the numbers are still very, very high. After the gank, your health will be quite low, so just spam some heals and cloak and roll away basically. So yeah, like I said, you're going to get the heavy attack hitting, you're going to get the axe from the monster set hitting, and you're going to be hitting them with a bonk, the onslaught. So you're going to get 3 very powerful hits if they are timed correctly. So make sure you pick your target. They're completely unaware. Make sure you're from the side of them, or like flanking or behind them. Do not hit them from the front, as you will lose some critical damage bonus. So again, you don't need the 500 ultimate, you just need to get the 163 ultimate for the bonk, the ultimate. Also, another little tip, what I do is in Cyrodiil or Imperial City, just hit some NPC mobs, you know, just to build up your ultimate a little bit, and make sure you've got your 5 stacks of the Merciless, like I said, so it's glowing. And another little tip as well, I'll just show you, the Catalyst passive gives you 20 ultimate every time you drink a potion. So what you can do is just get some cheap potions like here, and you can just drink them, and it will give you 20 ultimate in between fights. So say you're just on a mount and you're just riding, just drink your potions just to give you ultimate in between. Like I said, you only got to get to 163 or 162, sorry, and then you're good to go. So it's quite easy to get that ultimate up. And another thing I will say as well, if you obviously once you're using the Simmering Frenzy, your health will go quite low. So if say there's an AoE ground effect, maybe you're not going to want to use that because it can kill you if your health is super low. That's why I'd recommend to gank the second it goes under sort of like 40% health. I wouldn't wait until it goes to like 1% health because an AoE can kill you. But again, just be wary of how you're going to attack and who you're attacking and what is activated on the ground. But if you're not confident with the Simmering Frenzy, that's totally fine. You don't actually have to use it, to be fair, because the damage is so good. So if you're just sort of like starting off with this build and you want to practice a bit more, you can just get your Merciless Resolve stacks and just completely ignore the Simmering Frenzy and just come in heavy attack into ultimate and then just spam your arterial burst. It's still going to hit very, very hard. And when you become more confident with a build, then obviously you can then add on the Simmering Frenzy when you know what you're doing, and you can escape and survive very easily. Like I said, if you are attacked, then you can just cloak and just spam. The heals are very strong as well, but just roll dodge and just cloak away. Like I said, you can spam heals and cloak quite a lot, so the survivability is not too bad once you get used to it. But yeah, that's the build, guys. Fully explained. If you've got any more queries or any comments or feedback, just drop it in the comment section below. Drop this video a like, and if you can stay with me for the clips at the end of the video as well, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I've got lots more builds and guides coming, and I'll see you in the next video.